fact, I don't think the ECB is behind the curve, because the fact is that we started our monetary policy normalization in December last year. So this is one point. The other thing is that I don't think I'm more, so to say, a guy who is more on front-loading side. I just read the data probably sometimes a bit differently, but I'm absolutely data-driven. My thinking is absolutely data-driven. Therefore, I very much agree with the approach ECB has taken, that we make meeting-by-meeting data-driven decisions. But what do I see? I see the inflation peaking to 10% in euro area. In my own country, Lithuania, inflation is twice as much. I do see that the core inflation is going up very quickly. The inflation is intensifying, broadened. The ECB forecast for 2024 is 2.3, so above our medium-term target of 2%. And I think we need bold actions. So we made these actions in July, in September. We need to continue, and that's my approach. We need to make the decisions now for us to avoid even stronger or more stronger decisions in the future, because we need to act now. We do have inflationary pressures now.
So in your opinion, it has to be 75 basis points this month or more?
No, I wouldn't say more, but I think that we are far away from, still far away from neutral rate. And I agree with those who say that we need to get to that level. And I think appropriate to have this 75 basis points in October.
Should there be another 75 basis points after that?
No, I don't think so. I think I would put it a bit differently. Let's see what the data show, and then we decide.
The CPI number in Lithuania, as you point out, is very high.
22.
22, which is a very big number. To what extent do you think that figure in Lithuania is being fueled by inflation mitigation measures?
Oh, no.
Is there a conflict between the fiscal policy?
So you wouldn't call measures that fuel inflation as inflation mitigation measures, right? So no, I don't think so. The Lithuanian case is very specific. We suffered from particularly severe hit coming from energy market, from energy prices. We do have very, so to say, active labor market, with unemployment getting to its lowest level, and the income of people growing by 14% annually in the second quarter of this year. And this adds, so to say, our own specific factor into the inflation, and for that reason, and of course we import inflation from the euro area. So I think all this adds to the fact that we have this very high inflation. But not only Lithuania here, I would like to stress, because very similar developments are across all three Baltic states.
The IMF's forecast for Lithuania for growth next year has effectively halved. You're talking about aggressive further suppression of demand through interest rate hikes at a time when the Lithuanian economy is predicted then to slow very dramatically. Do you see any real conflict here in your position?
No, I don't see a conflict here, because with the slowdown of the economy, we do have inflation of 22%. And we project, the Central Bank of Lithuania project very intense inflation also in the coming years. So for the next years is more than 8%. The goal, the target of our monetary policy is the inflationary pressures, because having inflation would harm our economy even more. But having said all this, so we issued our projections in September. So we project growth, economic growth next year. And even if it might happen that we might have technical recession, but all in all, we expect growth for this year and for the next year too.